So, today we're talking emotions. Emotion. These things which you don't see, but which have defined human civilization from creation. Emotions. I'm sure the only time you don't feel anything is when you are asleep. Well, even at times when you are asleep, you feel certain things, maybe because you're dreaming, but emotions are there, watching. Oh, do they have eyes? Yes, also. So how come they know when to come, and then they know how to grab you, and they know how to control you when you're not psychologically disciplined enough? It will make you do things like slap a guy in public. Emotions have power. Okay, the foundation of all realistic role performance or role rendition is called emotion. Oh yeah, when you get to know those guys called emotions, you can be really good in this enactment of character, which is called acting. And since most of the acting game is about enacting life, it's very imperative for every actor to understand how emotions behave, how they come about. Well, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a scientist. I'm just somebody who wants to know about those things that help him to achieve the realistic, authentic performance which he seeks every day. So I'm going to try to walk us through a certain degree of understanding of emotions that can permit us to do act. But please be careful. Emotions are bigger, so big that at times you just feel numb, at times for no reason, but you feel. The reason we need to really go deep into this particular subject called emotions is because most of the time actors perform the emotional presence of a character. So you want to know enough about emotions to be able to dig out their emotional past and project a little into their emotional future. When you get that information, you'll be able to build the emotional presence, which is the material you're looking for to do your splendid, masterful portrayal. It is important for us to be able to identify and cultivate the proper emotions to be able to, perform them properly too. Don't you think? Are you paying attention? I just want to make you feel affected. Imagine you're playing a character whose lone wish is to be heard. That's all. They just want somebody who's going to listen to them without interrupting, without insulting, without throwing mocking statements. Because they have been accused of something, and actually they are really innocent. As the actor who is going to do that, you know that this character is innocent. They have gone through a cycle of being disappointed or being deceived into thinking somebody has been found who will listen to their story and therefore help others to pay attention. It only falls on deaf ears or stunted hearts. And then this one situation comes and he's given the hope that somebody is going to listen, and everybody is gathered, and that character starts talks and gets to that point where they are going to finally speak what is going to determine whether everybody believes their story. And then the person who is accusing them starts clearing their throat or shooting mocking statements at them. They control themselves and continue the effort to get to the end of their narrative. And then their accuser simply just keeps churning out mocking statements. They get to a point where they want to react and somebody calms them down. Remember, you asked for this opportunity. This is it. Stay calm and then tell your story. Ignore this person. And they struggle again. And they get to that point where they're going to say the final word, and their accuser calls them liar. You liar. You think anybody's going to believe you. You're a bold-faced liar. So if you were playing a character like the accused, how are you going to build the emotional story? I know that most of the time we like situations where we have to shout and then get angry, and then from the anger somebody calms you and then you just calm down, and then the next moment you are merrymaking and so on and so forth. We are not aware that there are transitional emotions, that there are emotions. There are emotions for expressing negative and there are emotions for expressing positive. There are emotions that are somewhere just in the middle. There are emotions that you can't really define. And at times, we don't even know how emotions come about. Whenever a character experiences a threat to meeting their goal, or meeting their needs. There, lurking about, an emotion surface or a group of them surface, and then they start growing or transforming into different emotions.